G'day punters, welcome to the mailbag previewing. We're going to go south of the border. Is it south? It's west, I guess.
Yeah, but it's
south of Tasmania.
Yeah, it's
so
not.
It's, I'm not 100% sweet ever, but more so than not this morning. I pulled up a little bit dusty from the bulldozer event. I went really hard last night. I felt the pressure through the 2 days, and I just sort of really had a bit of a blowout last night.
Yeah, but you did get to the 3,200 metres. Like, you did finish the course.
Oh, no, I'm ready to go. I could go now, but I don't want to. Mentally and physically, I fucking need a break, Peter.
Oh, dear.
Very, very scary weather predictions for Caulfield. So we're going to leave that many alone. It's pretty boring anyway. We're going to focus on the good meeting at Morphettville. As I said before, I'm dusty. Peter's not, because he didn't really have a crack, which is... Probably we could talk about that too if we wanted to, but... He's going to steer the ship. This is powered by puntingform.com.au and made possible by betfair.com.au. You need to be using both if you want to get serious about the sport.
Yep, agreed. Look, there is a bit of a scary weather forecast for Adelaide as well. There's rain forecast tomorrow, rain forecast Saturday as well. Possible small hail, which is what we want to see.
What is small hail, mate? How do they know the size of the hail already?
Oh, just pebbles.
How do they do that?
They get the weather machine to just like they type it in.
What, and it says, oh no, these are just going to be small ones?
No, Elon Musk just types it in and says, right, small hail.
I thought he did something with cars, that guy.
He does.
Hail too.
Makes the world go round. Race 5, 6, 7 and 8 is what we're going to be focusing on. Look, with the forecast in mind, you almost have to do a little bit of wet track form as well, which is not ideal, but look, anything could possibly happen. Race 5, benchmark 78 over 1,800 metres. The speed map's coming up now, and look, it's a muddling tempo at best, you would think. There's only a couple of on-speed horses.
Sometimes, Peter, when a speed map looks like this, they could go real quick.
Because they all think the same?
There's 4 or 5 of them think there's no speed here,
yeah,
and they all go for it, and then all of a sudden, bang.
Yeah. Well, there's a few drawn out wide that have to make a decision early, and I think if 1 or 2 of them go forward, they all go forward. Monteferrante was one, raced over 1,600 last start, gets a nice little cosy inside draw there for the biggest shins in racing, as you refer to him. It looks suited, stepping up to 1,800, but really it is one of those races where anything could pretty much win this. Matty Barker, currently on the beanbag, has a share in a night in Paris, which needs to probably be ridden with some intent from that gate, put itself into the first half of the field so it can just plug away.
You can see the connections given the jockey just those mythical instructions of just try and find a spot and blend into the race.
Yeah, and that's probably the difficulty for that. But there's all sorts of last start SP in this race. It's really, really even. Would not be surprised if anything won that race. So that's race 5. Do you have any opinion at all?
No. Don't like the race.
Yeah.
I could half find Barker's horse, but I don't like that map.
Yeah.
I think it's a good race to not bet into.
I like race 6 on the card. It's a listed race, set weights for 3-year-olds. The Adelaide Guineas over 1,600 metres. Again, not too much speed on paper, but it's a race where it's combining all these different form lines. We're seeing Kuirup come across from Victoria, a horse that you've had a good love affair with over the last couple of starts, in that you found the overs and got cracked as a result.
Found the overs on this horse twice. It loomed to win their last start and didn't.
Yep.
It stopped.
What do you make of that?
I think the horse is a beast. I think it's a really exciting horse. I'm sickened by the price here, but I think it's probably about the right price. I'm more sickened because it owes us a bit already. I thought it's hard to tie the forms through because its first start is over 1,200 metres. So, like, the horse that it was beaten by first up went around $81 chance or a $61 chance. We backed it, Street Icon,
yeah.
in the Sangster over 1,200 metres. So that was a sprinting horse, whereas this horse, Kuirup's, looking to get out further and trip. I don't like it's going from 400 to 600, yeah? Its last 200 was pretty weak last start. They did do a good early tempo.
Yeah, it was good tempo, wasn't it? Yeah.
Which I doubt they go near as fast here, but you never really know. But if you look at the small sample size of how these set of riders rode Morphettville last weekend, they're going to go slower, I'd assume.
Yeah, I would think so too. And there's not a great deal of speed. Like, there's no actual defined leader. There's a couple of those horses settling on speed that are having blinkers taken off and visors put on. The McAvoy Yard has got 3 runners in the race, and you'd think they probably get to control a lot of the speed with Night Passage and Gamekeeper. I thought the splits that Really Discreet ran last start would suggest it would be quite competitive in the finish here, stepping up to 1600, and likewise with Gamekeeper. It's got different form. It's been unbeaten so far this prep. The form's a little bit iffy, but the splits have been good. So in a pretty open race, I was happy to have something on both of those horses around the 850 at the moment. But we'll probably get around double figures each. Small play though.
I don't want to play in the race.
Yeah.
I'd just be great up if Kura beat me if I back something else. I'd not be sweet mentally.
Yeah.
And if I fall into it just because it's Kura up,
yeah,
I'm kind of not worrying about the price. I'm just backing it because of the horse, and that's childish behaviour. So
yeah.
I think Kura will win. I think Kura the best horse in this race. Just off how soft it was through the line and going up 200 metres, I won't bet in this race.
Yep, that's fair. Race 7 is a...
One thing I would add is your deal, I bet it sits closer than last, which it normally rides. Drawn 3. Last couple of starts, it's been drawn wider barriers. They didn't use the good gate last start at Morphettville. I think they'll learn from that. I reckon it sits closer, and it's obviously a horse with some ability. It's racing some pretty hot races.
Yeah, I thought as well, if it got really wet, that's probably another horse that comes into the race strongly. But again, it's hard to know.
That big race at Mornington.
Yeah.
What race are we doing next, boss?
From race 7, the restricted 2 Metro wins in the last year handicap.
Is that what it's called?
No, that's just what it's a Kangaroo Island.
It does say that, 2 Metro win.
It's restricted to 2 Metro wins in the last year. That's a handicap.
Oh my God.
Race 7! Great quaddie leg.
45k.
Yeah. It's a pretty genuine speed, you'd imagine here. There's a few horses, again, drawn out wide, but just looks genuine tempo. Easy Beast, Terbium, Beauty, I think will probably just put itself in behind them. But Miss Jane, Tequila Time, Simply Dreaming, if it gets a start, they're all probably the ones to come across from those wider gates. Again, there's heaps of angles in this race. Beauty looks to get into a lovely spot, has figures. Last start over 1,000, just seemed to get out sprinted behind Bella Vella.
Beauty's one of ours, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been with it. We've backed it quite a few times when it's been over here.
Well, Bella Vella form's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You know. There's a few other horses though that sort of had the right figures, but they're all going to be mapped cast. I'm talking about Magna Bella and Vieira, bigger prices. Again, you have to probably just monitor how the track's playing with those ones. Debt Collector's also another one from Gate 5. It doesn't tend to have a great deal of speed, but they're probably the 3 closers where if they are making strong ground on the day, you'd have to consider them. But at this stage...
You're a big Shins man here again.
Yeah, probably, which is a bit... I didn't really want to find it, to be honest, but I've just found it again, so... Back to Old Beauty.
Backdoor Beauty.
No, back to Old Beauty.
I say, keep it clean, mate. Oh, there's kids watching this.
Oh dear.
I think if you can trust Kayla Crowther, which is not an easy thing to do. Turbian, whilst it's favourite, it's $5 a field. That's fucking big odds. She doesn't have to do a lot of deep thinking here.
Let's put the horse into the race.
It's got good speed. Last start, it was... I was just looking at it. Where is it? Last start's SP $6.50 versus Order of Command, who carried 62 kilos to stick one right now, snuffed her yesterday.
Yep. Strong behaviour by it.
It was very strong behaviour. The bloody Damien Oliver and he's strong. I'm convinced that Oliver could bicep curl or bench press a lot more than, say, like Craig Williams. I reckon he's a lot stronger than him.
We need like a reality show for the jocks. World's strongest jockey.
I think we've feeded .com.
Good.
Hashtag not newsworthy. Enough content and content ideas, but here's one just for free. Another one.
Yeah. you remember the show they used to have?
Gladiator.
Like, no. That's the other one with the athletes. Australia's Greatest Athlete. They got them all from different codes, and they made all those physical challenges.
Yeah, and they could do it just with the jockeys, and could say just for this event, you can bet on yourself. So they can get out of their system, you know.
Oh,
little bit into the vein.
Bloody hell, that'd be outstanding content.
I reckon Ollie's fucking strong, and I reckon if anyone else wrote it yesterday, we would have won on super hard. Anyway, back to the Adelaide meeting. Terbium form's spot on, is it not? Coruscate, SP $8 there, first up. I think this is a nice setup. Luke Nolan's he's not a lot better than Caleb Crowther. I'm happy with She Rides. I like the barrier draw. I think it should be favourite, and I won't lose on beauty, but I'm prepared to back Terbium. $5 is good odds.
Sure. All right, race 8. South Australian Derby, Group 1, 3-year-olds, 2,500.
Let me just go first here. Russian Camelot is immoral.
The end.
Thanks for that show, guys. Do you want to say anything?
I'll try and make a case for something else, but it's hard to come over the top of that.
Mate, it's an absolute living fucking certainty. It is the only horse here with upside.
Yep.
Warning's been up. What's one of the sayings about being up forever? I don't know.
It's been up for a while.
It's been up for a long time. Moonlight Gambler could win. Drawn barrier 1, we'll see it get a really soft run, but need a lot of luck, which it has never, ever got. And don't know if Dean Holland's going to find it. We'll potentially just have a small bit of a wager upon Moonlight Maid, because I will spew and not be sweet mentally if it won. But to try and insult my intelligence and give me the same starting price against the boys that you gave me last week against the girls, well, you can go on.
Yep.
I'm cheering for Mitch, but the horse should have won the Oaks last week, and it upsets me that it didn't. But I think Russian Camelot is a different beast to these. I think he's better than them. I think it'll win this well, and it might go to a big race like it'll be aimed at a Melbourne Cup or a Cox Plate or Caulfield Cup or something.
No concerns going 1,600 up to 25?
No, not with this camp.
I'm going to have a tiny bet on St Eustace. Race at Flemington last start. Just got nailed. Matty Hill didn't see it coming.
Zach Spain didn't grey up enough last week. You just gone back for a little bit more over?
Yeah.
You do you, bro.
Yeah. Gate 6. Raced over 2,800 last start. At least I know the horse can get the distance.
Yep.
Good little split slate. Just a tiny bet. I don't care if Russian Camelot wins.
Yep. Sorry.
Almost dead.
I feel alright. I'm just a bit tired. So my best. We'll just have to cut that bit out there.
Yeah, we'll just cut that.
My best bet is Russian Camelot to win the Derby.
I have no best bet for this weekend. I've dived through every race at Randwick so far. I've gone through Ascot. I've had a look at races at Morphettville. Nothing stands out immediately. There is no best bet for this weekend.